I'm Fiona Mackenzie, divorce coach, divorcee and would-be adventurer. Welcome to my 12 months of adventure. So I'm currently in North Uist at the moment. I've come down here to help my sister with her wild swimming business, although I'm not quite sure how much help I've been, but I'm here. Sorry. That's my sister there, my ever supportive sister. Yeah, so we've decided to go on a little adventure because she's done a lot of her business stuff up here with her swimming groups, and so we're going to go down to Barra for the day. I've never been to Barra before, so this is quite exciting for me, and we're going to going to go in for a little bit of a swim somewhere. There's lots of nice beaches down there. There's lots of nice beaches here as well, but because I've never been to Barra before, it's a little bit special, I think. So anyway, we're on our way in the car. This is Norma. Say hello, Norma. So this is us on the Isle of Eriskay at the moment. We're waiting for the ferry to go across to Barra. So I think the ferry journey is only about half an hour or something. So it's not a long journey from here, to be honest. But look at this gorgeous little beach over here. The sun's just decided to hit it. It's beautiful. So this is the kind of water that you can expect in the Hebrides. Very clear. It's almost like the fairy pools, actually. On camera, give us a smile. Thank you. Yeah. This is us on Barra. Oh, the locals are out. So Barra is quite unique because it is the only place in the Northern Hemisphere, and I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here, I think this is true, that has an airport that is actually a beach. So the plane lands on the beach. The tide's obviously in just now, so we won't be seeing any planes landing at the moment. Maybe a wee bit later tonight.
By the line and we're asleep, never as close as the friends that you keep, drifting away on one final breath. Further climb,
this is Battersea Beach. Stunning. You know, I'm from these islands, and I still get amazed when I come home and I see places like this. it's tropical, really. I mean, it's like tropical beaches. It doesn't feel tropical right now, obviously. It has got a cold wind, but to look at it is just, it's food for the soul, you know. It's really, really breathtaking, and the fact that you have scenery like this and there's not a soul on this beach, you know, there's not a soul anywhere. I was saying to my sister earlier on, you know, that when we were younger you didn't really get any tourists up here at all, so if there was anyone on the beach it was usually somebody local. Now it's a bit different. You've got a lot of camper vans and things like that coming up, which is great because it keeps the community going up here. The tourism, you know, the community would really be struggling without the tourism. There's not even a road to this beach. You have to walk across the Macher. Macher, for those of you that aren't from the islands, is the Gaelic word for the sandy sort of grass that's beside a beach. Like that, all of that. That's the Macher. And up and over. Very fertile ground. But yes, it's quite secluded. This is just along the road from Battersea. I'm not quite sure the exact name of this one, but it's really beautiful. We're going to go for a swim shortly after we do a bit more exploring. I turn my back for a second and look at her. In the water already. It's good actually to see my my sister in her element here. She's gone through a pretty hard time of it recently. She's gone through, she had cancer and she's gone through a bout of chemotherapy, which is why she's wearing that headscarf and things. Her hair is growing back now. She finished in January. We're now in April, so and she had radiotherapy after that, which she finished in March. And throughout all of that, she's continued to get in swimming, even when she's been feeling at her lowest. She's continued to do that, and she's continued to help other people do it as well and get them into the water for the first time. So she's a little bit of a hero of mine, my sister. And you know, she's really instilled a love of wild swimming into me as well through her passion for it. I would never have gotten into the water if it hadn't been for her. So yeah, it's lovely to be here with her. I've spent, was probably the longest I've ever spent with Norma in years. We've been on Uist for 4 or 5 days, and then down here today as well. So it's been really lovely actually, because I didn't get to see her through her cancer treatment because of lockdown. I was in Edinburgh and she was up here, well up in Lewis. So yeah, it's been really lovely spending time with her. And she is an absolute legend when it comes to wild swimming expertise. She runs sea safety for swimming courses, and she's just a wealth of knowledge. So I always try and glean as much off her as I can when I'm here, because I don't really know that much. She runs her own wild swimming company called Outer Hebrides, which is why she's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the sea and swimming in the sea. So what do you love about wild swimming, Norma?
The scenery. It opens up a new world. Well,
it's not our natural habitat, so it feels like you're on an adventure every time you go in to the sea. Like you're going to see something that will freak you out or, or thrill you mostly. It's usually thrilling. Yeah, that's what I like about wild swimming. It's not just about distance, it's about what you can see under the water and where you can go with it.
So why did you carry on when you were going through your chemotherapy? Why did you carry on getting into the water?
Well, for one, chemotherapy makes you feel really disconnected, and probably we've all had times in our life when we felt disconnected, but it really is physically, mentally disconnection when you're going through chemotherapy, and nothing you can do to stop it. But as soon as you start to see that glimmer of yourself coming back after each treatment, basically it was like rushing to the sea every time I started to feel good. And as soon as I got into the sea, I just felt like me again, you know,
yeah.
Free to be me. Where's the cows?
Standing behind the camera.
Huh? I'm not jumpy about them. It was like, Norma's got a phobia of cows, and there's quite a few cows loose around here. So there's calves, so they can be known to get a bit protective over their calves. So we had to cross a graveyard, hop over 2 fences just to avoid them last time, but I think there's still some loose around somewhere. Just some cows, like when I was in Boston, the Highland cows are there. And I had a trug, you know, like for your wetsuit and stuff, and it was pink. So I arrived and took the trug out of the back of the van, and then I felt the ground shaking, and there was a whole herd of Highland cattle running towards me. And then I was hearing this horn beeping, you know, further up the road, and the owner of the cattle, he pulls up, reverses in, brings out this pink trug full of feed. So they were all running towards me, and Highland cattle, you know, they're so wide. So that was not good.
What did you do?
Jumped over the fence into the cemetery.
I'm sensing a theme here, actually.
Shallow water as well.
12 degrees. That's positively tropical compared to what I've been used to recently. 2 to 4 degrees basically. Still going to go in my wetsuit just because I want to stay in a wee bit longer. But if it's 12 degrees, you could probably go in a swimming costume and stay in for maybe 20 odd minutes anyway. But I'll better check that with Norma actually. All set. Going to actually do some swimming today, so put the cap and the goggles on. She's off. Routine that she teaches to her clients when they first get in the water in a wetsuit, and she's giving us a quick demonstration just now.
Even the men do the cut off bouncing, and after 3 you've got to do it too if you want to.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, skate!
together, it's a bit weird.
We used to synchronise swim together though in a swimming pool.
But we're not doing that. We used to share a bed too.
This is enormous sport in her professional swimming gear. That's us on our way. We've been in for our swim, and yeah, the water was beautiful actually. It felt cold for some reason, but I think that's because I had the wetsuit on rather than just doing like the plunge like I did at the Ferry pools. But yeah, beautiful water, beautiful beach. This is such a find. There's not a road to it, so you have to get, there's a wee walk, just a short walk, 5 minutes, but it's enough to put off people, I guess. But yeah, beautiful. Even the rock pools are a gorgeous colour. Look at that. Stunning. So we're planning on catching the ferry back over to Uist tonight. So we've got a wee bit more drive to do. We're going to go up the other side of the island because we didn't see that yet. So I'll keep you posted. The ancient building in the middle of the loch there. My sister has informed me it's called a crannog. Crannog. Cranachan.
I was exactly what I was going to say, not Cranachan.
Cranachan's a Scottish pudding.
We really know our stuff.
Yeah.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pop, not the way that I do love you.
Well, holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I scream it too. There's nothing there. There ain't nothing that I need.
Well, hot and heavy pumpkin pie, chocolate candy, Jesus Christ. Ain't nothing please me more than